Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing well and keeping safe. Yes. Today I am doing a cook with me sort of thing. I kind of like cooking and I thought, I'd vlog a bit more cooking, and you guys seem to like me cooking as well, even though it's not traditional stuff. It's more my homeland stuff. My family's all from the St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I was born here, but trust me, I was rooted into a very strong Caribbean Vincentian community, and I know nothing else really but my culture. Obviously I know English culture because I was born here, but really we spent most of our time in St. Vincent, and I picked up a lot of their culinary cooking and stuff like this from my mother, who is she does everything traditional. Sorry, that was my partner. He's saying, we should book our tickets to go to St. Vincent. Now, we just come from St. Vincent in January, but this man will go like 2-3 times a year. And the tickets now, we thought we would get direct flight straight to St. Vincent with Virgin and it would be cheaper, but it's more expensive. Do you know what I mean? But who wants to go through the Barbados way? Like where you got to wait all day for your flight to go to St. Vincent, 20 minutes. No, we don't want to do that. So anyway, we'll probably be going Christmas because we're going Canada in August. Anyway, let me stop with this rambling. I'm going to my local supermarket because I need to get some, because as I said, I'm doing a one pot food again, Pelau, which is our big food for us in St. Vincent. But I'm not going the long way where I'm doing a piece from scratch, and I'm going to buy some timpies. I'm going to go and get some more chicken wing, or we usually do it with chicken. People do it lamb and all sorts, whatever, but I make my own thing up. And I'm gonna get some pumpkin. I'm gonna put some pumpkin in there. So let me go and get the ingredients and come back and cook this food, yeah, because it's Sunday. I look a bit worse for wear today because I ain't got no makeup on, but I am walking down to my local market. It's such a beautiful day. You can hear the train lines. Such a beautiful day, and it's the first day I've decided I'm not wearing a jacket. First day in 2024 I'm not wearing a jacket, not wearing no jacket. I'm just and it's lovely. It's not even cold, it's not even breezy. Well, you can see the blue skies in the background there. It's lovely. I'm almost to the market. I'm almost there. I don't live far from the market. It's like a 5-minute walk to inside the market. I'll tell you something now though. I am doing more sort of, I'm not trying to on like a spending van really, to be honest with you, because I'm trying to buy more investment properties, and I've got to show my mortgage people that I'm being good kind of thing. You know what I mean? You got to give them like 3 to 6 months worth of good spending. So hence why I'm kind of trying to do more things, vlogs that don't involve money, unless it's like my home shopping and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to do. Just do more cooking, more sort of vlogs. Well, I'll try anyway. You know what I'm like. Can you see all the graffiti here? Since I've been a kid, they've been this little alleyway. They do a lot of sort of graffitis. It's great. Can you see? It's just a wall that they express themselves on. They painted over how many times since I've been a kid. I've lived in this area all my life. Yes, I have moved out, but I've come back. But it's just culture, isn't it? It's culture. I think it's fantastic, to be honest with you. So I'm in my local. Can you see some producers here? Plantains. I don't know what these are called. I need one of these. I need a couple of those. Get a couple of those. We've got garlic at home. We've got limes. Look at these. Great. Ginger. Loads of ginger. And here's the butcher part. And I think I need to get more. Probably some chicken bits here, maybe. Because I can't see any chicken wings. But this is my local butcher's here. And I will. This is what I'm going to be doing next. Will be coming on my menu next. Some oxtail. Now, these drinks are made easy, these Marby. Remember, used to be boiling a buck, but when I want a shortcut, I just get one of these. They're a bit expensive though, a little bit expensive, but yeah, they taste just as good. So I've decided I'm going to go for some chicken back. He's doing some there, about £5 worth is what I need. Let's see how much that costs. Okay, so he's charging me $2.99 a kilo. So let's see how much all those is. I'll definitely have to get some of this. Right, we're gonna get some oxtail. Let's see. Yeah, that bit is good. Yeah, let's see how much that cost. He's gonna tell me. It's gonna be about 20 quid, I reckon, or more probably. So expensive now to get oxtail. How much? 17.50. 17.50. Okay, no problem. A lot of these things are not in mainstream supermarkets. A lot of stuff you can get stuff. Oh, sorry, they're peeling meat at the moment, or cutting meat. Now, look at the selections of pepper sauces. I think the original one is where, I can't even see the original one. But this is the one I usually get, this one here. It's lovely. Green seasoning. I'm gonna make some green seasoning on this channel and show you how I make my green seasoning. Which is lovely. I make a really good flavoursome, because I don't find these ones really flavoursome. Lime juice, we use a lot of lime juice to clean meat. My other half loves this luncheon meat because he doesn't eat pork anymore, but I love pork, especially the pigtail. Got a good selection of rices here. Basmati, here they are here. The one I really like is this one, Easy Cook. Really lovely rice, really cooks really well. And there is another brand, but I can't really see it here. Yeah, these are all our produced African Caribbean foods. Now I found my favourite seasoning. This is what my Spanish friend gave me. Now I found it here. They started to do it here. Great seasoning. They've got a selection of seasons in here. Load. Also some nice pickles and jerk seasoning. We do this on our chicken, our porks. Really lovely, flavoursome. If you want to try something different, you know, you really got to venture out instead of the same old every day. Right, I need to get some pumpkin, so I'm gonna go in here and get some pumpkin. Let's see if they've got any good pumpkin here. Oh yes, they have, right there. They've got some good pumpkin. We're gonna get some of that. Can I get this piece of pumpkin, please? £2. Okay, so I picked up my meats and everything else. I'm heading back home to start this dinner. I've just been told some of my sort of army family that's come over to London, to England to do the army, they're off today, so they're coming down to my house to for dinner. So I've got to cook for more people. Oh. Right, I've got to do a voiceover, but I ended up getting the chicken back. I've got my family there playing some soca. It's a bit noisy, so let's do the voiceover. I'm going to wash this meat with some lime juice. We're going to start just spray a lot of this on, squirt quite a bit all over, just to, you know, kill any bacteria, you know, really give it a good wash. Yeah, so we're going to really give it a wash down. Obviously, I'm holding a camera in one hand, so I'm going to have to put down this camera a minute and really take two of my hands and wash this meat really thoroughly. I am so, like, got to get this meat really cleaned, you know. I've just chucked it in my zinc and really give it a good wash in here, like really go through it and discard any sort of nasty grit or whatever, you know, just to make sure that it's clean enough for the family. And I'm going to rinse it off here and transfer it into this bowl. That's what I'm going to do now. Just rinse them all off and put them in here. I also put vinegar in the water as well. It's something we've been doing since we were a kid, and it's just stayed with me. Don't really ask me what it's for, why we do that, but it's tradition. Here's the meat now, all cleaned, well rinsed, well washed, ready to be seasoned. And I'm going to start off with a bit of black pepper in there. We're just going to put some over the chicken. Now I do have a niece that is staying with me for a bit, and she hates spices. So I'm gonna have to be a bit light with the spices. We're gonna put a bit of garlic on this for her too, or for on the chicken back. Sorry, just spray a generous amount around, and we are also going to put some masala. I think I'm putting on there. To be honest with you, I just take anything I please out of my my seasoning box and put on there what I feel that I want to put on, just to give flavor. There is nothing like flavor. It's not worth cooking if you ain't got no flavor, or eating food if you can't enjoy it. Hey, and this is the seasoning that my Spanish friend gave me that I'm putting over. I can't tell you the name because it's in another language and I can't pronounce it, and I'm not good at all of that. So let's rub in the seasoning, really get into it, as I always say to it. Cover every single bit of meat with this, and it smells gorgeous. It's this just seasoned meat smells gorgeous. It's not even cooked yet, so I know it's going to be a sweet pot when I'm done with this pilau today. Yeah, so we're just really getting into that, tossing everything over, and voila. So that's everything being mixed thoroughly there. That's all the meat there. Now I'm going to cut this pumpkin. Now I usually get my other half to cut it. He's an old school with cutting these hard food. I usually put it on the chopping board and start chopping away at it, because once I did it because the skin is so hard, the knife split and nearly took my finger off. So I'm so cautious with it. You can see I'm holding the pumpkin really steady and just taking my small knife and chipping at the hard skin on this pumpkin. I don't mind cooking pumpkin, but this is the part I hate with the pumpkin, is trying to get off all this skin. It's so hard. You can see how hard it is. So I just take my time taking piece by piece off, because I don't want no accident today. So I've turned it on the other side to take off the rest of this skin off the pumpkin. So I'm almost there, taking it all off, just cleaning up all the sort of the green. You want all the green off the pumpkin really. And now I'm just gonna cut it in half to chop it up into fine cubes for my pot. I'm preparing when you're doing pilau, you got to prepare everything really before anything hits the pot, and that's what I'm doing now. Just cutting the belly out of the pumpkin. We don't want that bit. We don't want all the seeds, but I'm going to keep the seeds to see if I can plant any of these pumpkin in the back garden and see if they'll come. I'll let you know. I'm just going to throw them in the dirt out in the garden and see what comes along. My mum she planted some pumpkin last year. My goodness, this pumpkin was sweet. Anyway, so this is the result. I've just diced it all up ready for my pot later on when I add it to the pot. So yeah, just saves me some time later on. And I'm going to transfer it to a bowl now. Yeah, so let's transfer all these into a bowl and we'll leave it for when we are ready for it later. So that's my chopped pumpkin ready for my pot. Now we are going to chop some garlic, some red onions. We have a Scotch bonnet and we have some thyme. That's all I really need. People add more stuff, but I think this is enough. And we, as I said, we like our food quite spicy. I would have put 2 in my pot, but because not everyone likes spice and I'm cooking for other people today, I'll just use 1 Scotch bonnet. And I don't discard the seed, but I'll probably discard that bit, because if you put the top in, that is it. Your pot is spoiled. It's too hot. And I'm going to chip up these garlic quite finely. I do like garlic in my pot. I mean, if you are a cook, I know a lot of people don't like garlic, but I can't understand it. That's what gives you flavor. I never used to like coriander, but I love coriander now. I love coriander. I put in quite a lot of my curries now. Yeah, so we diced this garlic up quite finely, and yeah, we're going to be ready for the pot soon. And then we are going to, where's my onion? Did I chop my onion? Right, so I'm chopping up the onions and I'm doing them finely as well. I always cook with red onions. I don't mind the white onions, but I prefer the red onion. I just feel it's got a lot more flavor. Usually we would probably put the white onion in, but you know me, I just do anything. Anything for our taste and our flavor and to our liking. I always try to put a twist on whatever I cook, whether, you know, I cook all sorts of dishes. And now I have the rice, which I'm going to wash and leave for later on. I always use this easy cook rice. It's only £3.49 for the rice. And I'm emptying out half of this bag to put to wash. We've got to wash the rice off. A lot of rice you get now, they say it's washed already, but I'm not taking any chances. I'm washing my rice, yeah. I want to wash my rice. And then you see this sort of milky, watery. I try to get rid of that. That's all the starch. I will wash this to hell till it's clear. I've now washed the rice and that's ready for later on to go in my pot. So I'll leave that aside. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is put our pot on now and start putting this pot together. And so I've got this large non-stick pot because with pilau it always burns on the bottom, and I'm not into no scrubbing today. So I'm going to add some oil and we're going to get this oil pretty hot. In the meantime, I've got the kettle going on, you know, for later on. I'll show you why. Get that oil all around the pot, get it really hot, a little bit more oil, get that really hot. And now that my pot is hot now, we're going to test a few bits of garlic in the bottom to make sure. There you go, you can see it's sizzling. It's just showing that it's hot, but we put a bit of garlic in the oil just to flavor the oil a bit, to let your pot be flavoursome. If you don't like garlic, then you won't. Now we're going to add the chicken back. Now usually this point my mother would brown sugar, but I'm not into this browning sugar business. I can brown my meat with frying it and all the rest of it, but a lot of people would burn sugar to brown it. I don't really use that method. Sorry, my camera's just come out of focus there. Because I'm trying to hold, I haven't got one of these cameras that, you know, sits over my pot. I need to get one. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so here we go. I've added all the meat to the pot and we're just going to let that fry, you know, to get a bit of color in it. Get a bit of color in your chicken, because nobody wants to eat white meat, do they? Just give it a bit of a stir. I'll put a few bits of meats in at a time and get a colour to it, then add the rest. Once I've done that, then we will come back and show you the next steps that we need to take. Okay, so you can see that the colour of the meat is starting to go brown, which is good. That's what we want. And it's making its own sort of juices at the bottom, which is great for more flavour. But you can see the colour coming in now. I've added the rice. Now we've added the rice, the washed rice to the chicken back. Then we're going to add the pumpkins on top of that, the washed pumpkins on top of our rice. And then we are going to add, which I've added the Scotch bonnet peppers, the onions and the garlic to the pot. And also we still have a few things we need to add. Well, this is what it looks like. We're going to add kidney beans in the tin. I can't be asked to start all this from scratch, but we'll add these to this is a shortcut if you want to just cook your pilau fast. Tastes no difference, you know. So there we go. So everything is adding into the pot, and we are going to add water now. and you add enough water that it covers everything, and you bring it to the boil first and then turn it down to cook steadily. I'm also going to add some, oh god, let me turn it the right way, some Maggi coconut milk powder, and all you do is add water with this, and it's just great flavoursome. You make it as thick as you want, as thin as you want, but it's cheaper than buying the tin coconut. So here's the powder in the cup, and we're going to add some hot water into that, so you can see it's all bubbling there. It smells gorgeous. I love the smell of coconut. Oh, lovely. And then we just give it a really good stir with the fork, so no bits are too lumpy in there. If there is a few lumps, it will cook out in the pot anyway. So we give that a really good stir, and now we are going to transfer it to the pot. Here we go. Just transfer the coconut milk on top to cook. That's great. And then just give it a little bit of a stir to make sure everything has gone through. You know, there we go. Give it a little good stir, like so it goes down to the bottom, and it mixes with all the other water that you've put in there. And then yeah, that is it. That is it. We're going to allow it to cook. Hold on, I'm sure I'm missing one more item. Yes, that's right, some thyme, and we need to put the thyme on the top of it. Yeah, every Caribbean people use quite a lot of thyme, so we're going to put the thyme on there, and I think that's it. Let's cover it over and let that cook for at least 20 minutes to 25 minutes. Check it in every 10 minutes to make sure it's not burning. Anyway, it's been on the pot now for 25 minutes, and the rice is softening up nicely. The pumpkin is softened up really lovely. The chicken would be cooked now. Chicken back doesn't take long to cook anyway. Right, guys, this is our end result. I'm starting to dish up for everyone. Everyone's hungry, but this is our shortcut Pelau Vincy woman cook, fast cook. Guys, thank you for staying with me this long. Thank you so much for my sort of Pelau shortcut, if you like. A lot of people sugar their chicken. I don't do that. There's something about putting sugar in your food. It's never resonated with me, so I don't. I just brown it normally. I just brown the chicken normally. But anyway, thank you for staying with me this long for my sort of come cook with me. And I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, anything you like really. And I will see you in my next video. Take care.